This is video number 8 in the series on robustness. We're now going to be looking at files, and similar to what we were using with the user's input before, we're going to be doing a presence check, but this is going to make sure that a file exists before the program tries to work with it. So this is just an arbitrary program. What it's trying to do is open a file and then simply iterate over the lines in a file and print out line numbers and each line. But I run this because when I run this, because there's no file named data.txt in the same directory as this program, we're going to get this error that, oops, not that error. We're going to get this error, sorry. File not found error. Okay, so it's telling me that there is no file called data.txt inside this directory. So this is a common kind of thing that you kind of need to address, because especially when importing from text files in a computer program, there's nothing stopping the user kind of messing around with the program files and deleting the text file. And if the program has a dependency on that file, you need to put something in place to make sure it doesn't crash if that were to happen. So one way we can do this is using try and accept again. So the problem that is encountered is the fact that the open function is making the program crash. So I'm going to use, similar to the last video on integers, using try and accept again. So remember what it does. So the accept statement is kind of like an else. So the first thing that you put after try is something that could cause the program to crash. If it does cause the program to crash, it skips to the else statement, and if it doesn't, it carries on. So this time it's a different type of error. This is a file not found error. File not found error. Okay, so again, just take the error name straight from the shell, and what we would do here is print file not found or something like that. So then for some reason you might have, it would probably make more sense actually to say, what is the name of the file while file opened equals false, while not file opened. So to put this in a while loop to make it kind of more sensible, so something like this, file opened equals true. So what this will do is it will exit the loop once the program has found the file and has been able to print out the lines and the line numbers. Whatever the user puts in an invalid file name, the file not found error is raised and it prints out this error message, and it will loop back round to the top and get them to try it again. Oops, misspelled my variable name. And accidentally put a carriage return in there. Okay, so what is the name of the file? Data.txt, file not found, data.txt. Let's see if I can have a look for a file that is in that directory. Okay, news.txt. Okay, and when we found a file that is present in the directory, it runs, and then for some reason we've got some other error, but we're not going to worry about that. It's something to do with the file that I just opened. There is perhaps another way to do this that's slightly more elegant, maybe more Pythonic. It doesn't require this exception to be raised. And this lives inside the operating system library. So you have to import OS like this, and we can use an if statement and say if os.path.isfile, and then we would use the file name. Sorry, I put this in the wrong place. So if that returns true, then that means that a file has been found with that file name in the same directory. If it returns false, then what we can do is print an error message again, file not found, and this should do pretty much exactly the same thing. Let's have a look. So again, it's going to be a similar test for consistency. So I'm trying to open a file that's not present in the directory, and this time the os.path.isfile method is returning false. So it's displaying the error message, but I've just created another text file. So this is a file that is present in the directory, and the program successfully loads it. Okay, so what we've been learning about in this video is two methods to perform a presence check on a file. One of them being to import the OS library and use this .path.isfile method, and the other one to instead use try and accept to have a go at handling the exception, which is a file not found error.